So see, I just moved it down one and it went up one. Now down one went, it did it again. So that's the issue, and I'm going to start trying to uninstall it. My understanding is you begin by prying out this, and then there's 2 screws to get out the cover. I'll come back and do that. Alright, so depending probably on the model, because I've seen some different stuff where you actually had to lift this up to be able to remove the thing, to remove the whole thing, but it doesn't look like, somehow it accidentally split in 2, and I was able to get this separated from here so I don't have to lift this off or take this out, because this is just going to be 2 screws, and then it's just going to be, there's 2 little clips there, and I'll have this off, and I'm pretty sure that's the board that people are talking about in the soldering video, which I'll attempt to do next. So this is probably part 2, and we'll go from there. Alright, so this is the 3rd video. You have to, I think, just do about all the screws. So all these, this comes out. There's a little bit of prying at the end. I don't know, I think it was stuck around here. And then I did all the screws except for this one and that one. And then this comes out. And then next is I'm going to do these clips, see if these come out. And then I'm going to go back to the instructions that talk about the knobs. Because I think the soldering is on the other side of this board, but I'm not quite there yet. So here's the naked board with all the knobs removed. When they say redo the solder connections, I mean, the only thing I can think of is those. Really? Is that all it is? Is just those solder connections on each of these? It's mainly the one this is the middle one. So that's the main one for the heat. That's the one that's causing the most trouble, the fan speed. I also, I will spray it with tuner cleaner and see if that does it, but there's no wire, so I'll give this a try and then I'll put it back together. So in the last video I showed why I can't really be soldering anything, because that would require a pretty special solder down there. Now I might heat those up a little bit, but what I'm really going to do is I'm going to use this contact cleaner, and I'm going to spray it inside all these knobs, up and inside it. Alright, and then I'll put it back together and we'll see if it worked. Okay, so this is the last part of the video. Just put in a couple of the screws on the sides, put everything back, and I don't think I got, these knobs turn a little different. There's a plastic thing, you can kind of see it sticking. Wasn't paying too much attention on how that sat in there when I put it together. I don't think I'm going to take it apart right now though, because the concern was making sure everything works first, and I think it does. So the first time I pushed the button in, it was a little bit hard, but if you want to see, this is the whole thing from the beginning, is you watch that as I dial the knob, and it has a lot more accuracy to how much I turn it. It's 1 click, 2 click, and it's going down exactly like that, where before it was even going the wrong way. You can hear the heater changing, slowly coming up as I move the dial. Click, click, click. So I would say success. I was prepared to see if I could solder it, which I didn't have to do. I just used the cleaner. And as one last topic, there is a light in the bottom. I didn't even know because it's so dim. This bulb, when I pull it out, will match. If you go to Super Bright LEDs, which I'm not paid, this is not a sponsor, it's called a wedge bulb. And it's really tiny. And that'll fit in there, and I'm going to change that light bulb. I accidentally had this as a spare. Alright, good luck. Let me know, because that whole thing about soldering stuff seems to be a bunch of crap. Alright, but I did have to take it apart to get to this, because you had to do all those steps in order to access taking the knobs off to then get the spray in. And I also sprayed it a couple times. I turned the knob and sprayed it again, all of them. Alright, good luck.